So Italians are very opinionated when it comes to air conditioning, and we have central air a lot of times anywhere you go here, but over there they don't. They just have the mounted air conditioning units, and a lot of homes they don't have them at all. And so I think it's just all what you're used to, all kind of what you've grown up with. I've seen that, but if you haven't grown up with it, then you're not used to it. And also, if you have a strong belief against certain aspects of air conditioning, then there are very real effects attached to that. Yeah, and so Americans would always struggle when we go over there in the summer because it would get hot and it's very humid in Italy. And so we'd be fighting to stay composed in a hot chapel or in a hot living room, and it wouldn't bother the Italians too much. And I remember amongst ourselves or in certain circles, we would always long for air conditioning and want to have air conditioning. And so you mention that around Italians, and they'd say, air conditioning's not too good for you. And we'd say, what do you mean? And they'd say, well, if it touches you in the back of your neck, in the back of your head, and especially if it gets on your back, you'll get sick. And I thought they were being silly the first time that I heard it because it just sounded absurd. And so I said, well, what do you mean you get sick? I mean, to me, you just feel refreshed and you feel happier, you feel nicer. And they said, no, absolutely not. If it touches this area of your body, you'll get sick. And especially if it touches you at night when you're trying to sleep, you'll be a mess, you'll get sick. And so I just always thought that was, I don't know, I just thought it was silly. To me, I couldn't relate to that because the opposite would happen to me when air conditioner would touch me anywhere. I just feel better in every way. And so in this apartment, we didn't have air conditioning, and then our mission presidency installed an air conditioner, put some money and bought us an air conditioner. And so they said, where do you want it? And we said we want it in the bedroom so we can sleep well. And so we were all excited the first night that we had our air conditioner. I think we had like 3 or 4 American guys, and we happened to have an Italian guy with us, an Italian elder, and we were all sleeping in the same house, a few different companionships. And so it was like Christmas to us. We said that tonight we're going to sleep with the air conditioning, and we're going to have the best sleep of the summer. And so the Italian objected. I forget what his name was, Elder something, but he just objected, and he says, no, gentlemen, we can't do that because we'll get sick. And so we all laughed and we said, well, what we're going to do is just show you how you won't get sick and how you're actually going to love it. And so he was uncomfortable and he was nervous. And so these guys, we probably turned the air conditioner up too high, but we got the room quite cold and we bundled up in our blankets, and it felt like home. It just felt so nice to sleep in a cool room. And I remember waking up the next morning just feeling refreshed and feeling happy and feeling ready to go. And the Italian elder did in fact get sick. He had a runny nose and he had a cold and a sore throat, and he literally was sick. And I just remember looking at him thinking it came true. It really happened. And so yeah, I guess when you do have I don't know, an expectation and a belief, and if you're not used to something, that whatever you believe can come true. And so Italians, they don't love air conditioning the way that we love it. And so that's just something that you have to get used to when you're in Italy. But I'll never forget that. I'll never forget how that guy got sick, and then the rest of us were just happy and felt great. Opposite happened. And so interesting thing about Italian culture.